Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and here we are with a puzzle by Maggie and Bremster, the Antipodean duo who have been creating a lot of great puzzles lately, and we're looking forward to giving this a go. I will do the rules in a minute. They're quite interesting, very novel for me. And don't forget though, first, that on Patreon we've got Glum Hippo's brilliant Sudoku Hunt, CTC Snake Egg Collection. We think you will really enjoy that, as we think you will do all the extra content on Patreon. Frankly, that's why it's there for you. So do check it out. And of course, all of our apps, well worth, we believe, $5.99 or less each. Check them out. There is Line Sudoku as our current latest one. And they are great value too. So please have a look on the links under the video to find them, along with Sven's SUDOKU PAD or our merchandise. And the first link, however, is to this puzzle called Postcodes by Maggie and Bremster, and I will do the rules now. Normal Sudoku rules apply, so we will be putting 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Digits in tabs, so we've got a 3-6 tab here, must be placed within 3 cells of the narrow end of the tab in that direction in that row or column. Now, I hope that's clear what that means. I think when this puzzle arrived, it said normal tabs rules applies or something, which is a bit like normal octopus rules from the other day. I didn't know what it meant. So I think it's important to know that let's say here, the 1 and the 7 must be within those 3 cells because the tab here is looking to the right. That's where the narrow end is. So 1 and 7 must be in those 3 cells. I could easily have read that rule as meaning 1 and 7 must be within 3 cells of where the tab is. But I've added it in that direction. I hope that helps some people. Maybe others will just go, well, that was obvious anyway. That's fine. Now, then the purple lines are Renban lines. It's the normal rule. Each contains a set of consecutive digits in any order. And apparently this is enough to solve this puzzle. There's no full given digits, but let's see how it plays out, because there's always something interesting in a Maggie and Bremster puzzle, and I'd like to find out what it is this time. Let's get cracking. So, I'm looking at a 3 there, and a 2 and a 3 there. 2, 9 here. I don't see what the... no, 1, 7 there. I mean, I suppose the 1... There is a 1 in one of those 3 cells. And there is a 1 in one of these 3, but now it can't be there. So that's the first tiny deduction achieved. And not much else to go on from the tabs that are given. I was thinking maybe that's a 1-7 pair, and maybe it is, but I don't think I've got the information for that. 3 can't be here because 3 and 2 are in these cells. So 3 is in one of those 2, which is perhaps a slightly better pencil mark than that 1 confinement, just because it's within the same box, and so I might understand it. So I have to do something. I didn't get very far doing this. So I have to do something that combines tabs and Renban. Yeah, okay. 1 is a difficult digit to put on a Renban, and so is 9. Yes, right. We have 2 exactly analogous situations going on here and here. And the point about these is, I think, well, maybe this won't get me very far, but I'm still going to do it. Oh, hang on. This is good. I've only just noticed there is a 1 in one of those cells because of this 1-9 tab. So that's not a 1. So the 1 from this 1-7 tab must be here. And that actually fixes the 3 in the central box. So there's a start. Now the 1 here has to be on the Renban. And I haven't even got to the point I was going to get to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 must be on this Renban now. So 8 isn't on it, and 8 must go there. 2 and 3 can't be in those cells because they're pointing this way. So these ones are 4, 5, 6, and these ones are 1, 2, 3. And we need a 7 for this tab as well, so that goes in there. Oh, well, this is quite approachable so far. Now, 3 and 6 are up here, so that's not a 3, and that's not a 3 now or a 2. 2 and 9 are in this group. That doesn't really help. 3, 6, that can't be a 6. Now, this doesn't have a 1 on it anymore. I was going to say, so it has got 4, 5, 6, and now 7 if it doesn't have a 1. And a couple of other digits, but I don't know which ones. Oh, that was a 1, 7 pair in the end. Interesting. Now, what I was going to say back on this Renban was you can't put 1 and 9 both on the same Renban. And you can't put 2 and 9 both on the same Renban. So this cell must be 2 or 9. And this one must be 1 or 9. And that was why I'd highlighted these green. It doesn't really butter any parsnips at the moment, but... Oh, I see. And one of these is a 1 or a 9. So this is an extreme Renban. That one, not so much. In fact, one of those is 2 or 9. So it's a fairly extreme Renban. But this one is an actual extreme one. All of these Renbans are 6 cells long. They all have 4, 5, 6 on. That is something I haven't observed yet, but it's definitely true. Oh, this now has to be a 3-2 pair because of that 3-2 tab, since it's not there. That's what the point of this is. Okay, the order in which I'm meant to have started this puzzle is there and then there. And what about this 2-3 tab? Well, it says there's a 3 in one of those 2 cells. And that means this isn't a 3. Does it not mean anything else? Yes, it does. We know exactly where the 3 is. There. Now, we've got a 3 there and a 3 there. There's a 3 down here. But there's a 3 in one of these cells, which is in one of those 2, which means that's not a 3. And that is a 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spot. Light. Yeah, there were a lot of 3s on tabs. I should have noticed that, really. Now, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 1, 7, or 9. And 8 must be in one of these cells. Now, this is an extreme Renban. I keep on coming back to that. I don't know whether it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I do, because it doesn't have a 3 on it now. So this is not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'm going to start by literally fully pencil marking that. Then we remove 7 from there. But we've got a 4, 5, 6 triple here. We've got, oh yes, the 1 in this 1, 9 set is done. That's there. And there must be a 9 in one of these cells, so none of these others have a 9 in. I thought I was going to yield a bit more doing that kind of pencil marking and then eliminating, and it didn't really, which serves me right. Now, this doesn't, I was going to say it doesn't seem to have a 3 on either, which would be huge, but actually this cell can be a 3, so I don't have that conclusion available. We've done that 3 clue. There's a 9 up there somewhere, and we know now there's a 9 in one of these cells, so one of these 2 is a 9 as well. 2, 8, 3. It's very interesting. If there was a 2 on this Renban, there would also be a 3. The 3 would be there, and the 2 would be here. But that's all a bit what if. Now, can we rule 1 off this? No, actually it's more likely we're going to rule 1 onto that Renban, since this one is fully high. That one's quite likely to be fully low, occupying the same columns. In fact, what about this one? There's nowhere for a 1 on it. We've worked that out earlier. How about 3? There is nowhere for a 3 on it, and that's big. That 3 is ruling out all of those cells. So this is also 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that one. And I'm going to do this thing again because it didn't work last time. Maybe it'll help this time. That's not 7. Those don't have an 8 in. These two can't be 6 in this column. We've got a 2, 9 pair. That's where the 2 is now. 9 is in one of those cells, so none of these are the 9 on the Renban. Now I've got a 4, 5, 7 triple in this column. That is more useful. That makes this a 6. Takes 6 off the other Renban cells. One of these two is a 7 in the column, so that gets 7 off these two, which definitely include a 9. I shouldn't forget that. It felt like quite a bit of progress, but nothing's been finished off. 6. This is now a 3, 9 pair at the top of the column. Now one of these two is a 9. I'm looking at the rows to help with that and not getting anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. So this is a high digit, but it's not a 9 because one of those two is a 9 apparently. Where have I got that from? From there being a 9 there and a 9 there. That's where I've got it from. Okay, that's right. So that's not a 9. So the 9 in this row is at the end. There it is. There's no 8 in those cells. 3 there, 3 there. One of these is a 3. Not very well, maybe interesting. I don't know. What do we know about the constituents of this Renban? I was about to say it's one of the few we don't know about. No, I tell you what, we know that this one doesn't have a 3 on because there's a 3 there and a 3 there. So it must be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 again. So I'm going to still keep on with my policy of filling in all the digits and hoping it throws up some information. That can't be a 7. It doesn't look good here. 3, 9, 6, 2. So 1 is in one of these cells, and therefore one of these two. I'm probably going to miss a tab now that really matters, although I kind of looked at them all. No, look, there's a... No, 3 is looking down. I thought 3 was looking up. It's not. 1, 9... Oh, there's a 4 in one of those cells. That's about the only thing I haven't dealt with in the tabs with either pencil marking or actual facts so far. I thought this was going to be more helpful. Yes, we need to place a 2 in the box, and it now must go there. We need to place a 1 in the box, and that now must go there. That is helpful. Then these two digits are the same as those two because they come from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and they're not in this box. So they're from 4, 5, 7, 8. I'm going to mark it. Now, what can we say this doesn't have? It doesn't have a 1. Oh no, it could do. There is a 1 in one of those two cells. It could easily have a 1. It would be amazing if this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because that would have to be the 1, that would be the 2, that would be the 3, and this would be 4, 5, 6. That's not possible because it would clash with this, which is a bit strange, but it's true. So there's no 1 on this, therefore these two are the ones in this little 2 by 2. I'm using it. I know it's a bit strange, but what the heck. 2 is in one of those cells. 8 is now in one of these two, and that feels like a big deduction because of the digits it puts into this, but it also takes a 2 out of it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Yes, there's no possibility of a 2, so that's not 2. One of these two is 2. Just looking at 2s further up the grid, there's a 2 in one of those. I don't know. I'd like to say it's there. Anyway, there's no 2 in this, and there's no 1, therefore. Either there's a 3 or a 9, and there's definitely 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's quite a lot of definite digits, but I don't know where to put them, so Going to have to try something else. Oh, this box. We've got a 7 to go in one of those two positions. Therefore, 7 is in one of these two. Right, these can't be 7s because of that 7-8 pair. That 7 that we've placed in one of those two means those can't be 7s. That says that's not a 7, but we need a 7 on this Renban, so we fit it in there. Then these can't be 7s up at the top of the grid. Now we're going to have to fit 4, 5, 6 in. They can't all go in these cells, so at least one of them goes here. Oh, and we've got this 3, 4 pair. So one of these 3 is a 4. This is on the tab that I'd forgotten about. And that means one of these two is a 4, and that's not. 2, 3, 7, 1. It's an interesting puzzle. I haven't really done anything very like this before. 9 had to be in one of those. 6, 3, 9, 2... 1, 3, 2, 6. Let's look at this row. That can't be a 1 anymore. I need to know about this, don't I? What should I know? What have I been told and not understood that I've been told? If it had a 1 on, the 1 would have to be there. Then it would have to have a 2 on in one of those cells and a 3 in one of those as well. And then it couldn't have 4, 5, 6 here because of that 6. So it doesn't have a 1 on. That's not a 1, and that is a 1. And that's a 1, and I think we've finished the ones in the grid. Well, there's only 1 left to put in, so I can put it straight into box 4. 1s are finished, and this doesn't have a 1 on, so now it does have a 7 on. Can I use that? I'm not really expecting the answer to be yes. But I almost can. There is a 7. Oh no, I can't, because it could be there. I was going to say there must be 2 7s in this group of cells, which is a kind of extended X-wing. But I can't even say that, because that could be the 7 on the top Renban. So, can I put 2 on it? Let's just see if we can do the same trick. 3 would be in one of those two. So would 6. If that's a 2, that's 3 and 6. Then 4, 5, 7 have to sit here. But it looks like that can work, so I don't get my freebie there. Getting a bit bogged down now, but I'm sure the application of some gentle logic will fix things. 6 is in one of those two cells. 3, 9, 6, 2, 1. These 2 digits appear on this. In fact, yeah, we said those yellows were the same as those yellows, didn't we? They don't have to be in this pair of cells, but they could be. No, they couldn't both be in this pair of cells. That's quite interesting. I'm going to use that, I think. And the reason that this pair of cells can't be yellow is that both yellow cells would have to go in that group. And you can't fit 2 cells from 4, 5, 7, 8 there. Oh, in fact... No, I don't know. So, we know they aren't both yellow, but one of them must be. Because... Oh, maybe that's not true, actually. That could be 2 of the digits from 4, 5, 7, 8, and that 2 of the others. Okay, so I think I was barking up the wrong tree. 3, 3. One of those is a 3. Let's just have a look at 3s. One of those is a 3. But 3 is very uncertain. Now, does 3 have to get on this Renban? If it didn't, the Renban would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And in box 4, that would be 2 and 3, and I would know the order. That's interesting. I mean, that could be the answer. And it doesn't prove for me whether 1, 2, 3 are there. Now, I've said that 9 is down here. Does that mean this can't be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? That would be interesting, because then there would be a 3 on it. Right, if this was from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that would be a group of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that would have to be 3 and 2 at the bottom. 3 here and 2 here. Now, the trouble is, I think that's quite a likely outcome. So it's difficult to kind of come up with the will to fight against it being the case when I can't see a reason. Oh, didn't expect to get stuck this late in a puzzle. 9, 2, am I missing a tab? I've done that one. I've done that one. I've done that 2 and 9 in effect. 3 and 6 there is done. 8 there is done. 2 and 3 there. 7 and 1 there. Ah, there's a 7 here. I'd forgotten that from this 1, 7 tab. Right, that takes 7 out of all these cells, but this Renban needs a 7 and it must be there. That fixes where that 7 I've just rediscovered is. This is now a 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 set. All of those digits see this cell, which also sees 7, 3, 1. So that's a 2. 3 is in one of those two. Now, this must have done something, surely. We've got 8 there. We've got 7 there, so this isn't a 7. Now, 6, 5, 4 have to be on both of these Renbans. Oh, yeah, but of course they can go into those cells in column 4. I've been there before. 1, 7, 2. There is a 9 here. So these include 3 and something from 4, 5, 6, 8. Now, the tab I thought I had left to deal with was this one here, which needs a 4. So maybe that's going to come into its own suddenly. It doesn't really. If that's a 4, the 4 that must go on this Renban is there. But otherwise, one of these is a 4. So I suppose that is never a 4. I don't think that gets a lot done. Well, mind you, it's not a 9 or a 2. We've ruled those out for various other reasons. And it's not 7, 1, 8, 3. And I'm now saying it's not 4. Okay, so it's 5 or 6. And where does that digit go in this box? In box 8. It goes there. And I know that because it can't appear on the same Renban again. And by Sudoku, it can't go there. So those two are the same. And that 5 or 6 appears in one of these cells along with 7. And there that trail runs cold. 4 is in one of these cells. This is the thing, because I haven't even marked it. Maybe that's me being foolish. Oh, look at this. This sees 1, 2, 8, 7 in the box. And it also can't be 3 or 4 because of the tab, or 9. So again, that's 5 or 6. Well, that's the other colour of 5 or 6, which is now blue. And this is a 5, 6 pair, 8, 7, 1, 5, 6. So where's 4 in this box? If it was in one of those two cells, because of the tab, it would have to be there. But otherwise, well, if it was there, it has to be there on the Renban. And if it's there, it has to be not on the Renban and there. That's really weird. So each place that 4 can go gives a slightly different position in box 8 for the 4. I'm sure I'm meant to be able to use that. Okay, what I'm going to use now is that there's a 7 in one of those cells, along with a 9. If I could just find the 4th digit. So 9, 7 are there, 1, 2, 8 here. That can't be 3, and it sees a 5, 6 pair. That is a 4. It's a weird naked single. That places 2, which I could just have placed by Sudoku. That gives me a 2 here, and that keeps 2 off this Renban. which now therefore has an 8 on it. Is that right? Yes, it is. But it also has 4, 5, 6. They can't all be there. In fact, 6 is now in one of those two positions on this Renban, and therefore not in those two. 8, 7, 1. This is a 3, 9 pair that are placed because I can't put a 9 on this Renban, because there's a 9 in one of those cells. That's why. So that's a 9. Now I can do 3 and 4 from the tab. Okay, and that's used the last tab. This seems to be an 8 by elimination. 4, 2, so we've got 5, 6 and 9 in these cells. Now 5 and 6 both have to be on the Renban, so that must be a 5, 6 pair. Yes, we've got 3 on the Renban, so we don't have 9 on the Renban. So that's the 9. Now we might be able to finish off. That's not a 9. None of those are a 4. That's also not a 4. These are from 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4 and 9 are in those cells. No, that doesn't help me. We've got that 5, 6 pair. So that's not 5 and that's not 5 or 6. 4, 8, 9 are the other 3 cells in the column. Didn't quite finish everything off, did it? I thought it was going to. 2, 7, 9, 1. Those are from, that can't be 3 or 6, so that's from 4, 5, 8. So these are 3 and 6. I'm not going to use those pencil marks to say that must be 3. I'm going to write a 3, 6 pair into that pair of cells, because I don't think I have the wherewithal to actually know which way round they go. No, I'm not there yet. Not there yet. Still on my way. Blue and orange. Can I use blue and orange? I doubt it. I haven't really got many instances of them. One of those is blue, one of those two is orange. Where are blue and orange? 5 and 6 in this column. I don't know, because 6 is in one of those two. Oh, I know the constituents of every Renban, I think, now. And I thought when I got to that stage, I'd be finishing off. Not the case. Actually, yes, I do. Right, that's a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. I should probably be using those constituents of every Renban to do something very stunning. Now, let's look at the first column. 1, 2, 8, 4. That can't be 7 or 9 in this box. So that's 3, 5 or 6. Oh yes, we have 7 and 9 pencil marked up here. I should have remembered that. 3, 6. So this is from 4, 5, 8, and that's a 4, 5, 8 triple. So now I fill in 7 and 9 in the row. That's what I should have been doing. 7 there fixes 7 down in box 9. And one of those is a 7. These don't include 7. These yellow digits, which at one stage I thought were going to definitely provide one of those. That might still not be the case now. That is from 4, 5, 8. 1, 3, 2, 6, 7. That could be 7, not sure. One of those is 7. These are from 3, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I don't really want to pencil mark that, even though I've done more extensive pencil marks in other cells already. It just feels a bit foolish. Ah, look, 8 is on one of these, so it's not there on the Renban. Now, 8 is in one of these cells in the column, so it's not in those. Now, 8 is in one of these two cells. Both of those see this one, at least. One on the Renban and one in the row. This is 5 or 6 and also goes in one of those two. I don't know. Oh, that can't be a 7. Am I setting up 4, 5 in opposite? No, that's a 4, 5 pair, so that is a 7 in the column. Oh, that's been totally obvious for a deep while. Because there were 4 7s pointing into box 6. That's why. I just didn't see it. 1, 3, 7. We need a 2 and a 6. 1, 3, 8, 7. One of those is 2. 1, 7, 9. I can't see what to do. Why is it taking so long? I know that's your right to say that, not mine. 2, 1, 9, 8, 4. These are from 3, 5, 6, 7. 2, 7, 1, 3. 3, 9 pair. Okay, where's that in box 2? Well, there has to be an 8 on this Renban, which is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's in one of those 3 cells. And they all see this corner, so that's not an 8. That's 4 or 5. Now, can I do the same with 4? Not quite, because 4 can be in one of those, so I can't. One of these is 8, though, and that's not 8. Now this is a 4, 5, 9 triple, so this is 2, 6, 8, and that is going to help. That makes this a 5, 4 in the corner. The yellow cells are a 5, 8 pair. They had to be the same as these two, so they're a 5, 8 pair. That gives me a 5, 8 pair in row 2. Where this now sees the 5, 8 pair and 1, 2 and 9, 4. Therefore, it's from 3, 6 or 7. I am going to pencil mark that. I thought for a second it was giving me a 3, 6 pair, but yeah, it is, because that 5, 8 pair is telling me where 7 is on the Renban. So that's a 7. No, it's not giving me a 3, 6 pair, it's giving me 7 amongst them. Right. Now keep going on this Renban. 5, 8 pair means that's not a 5. Okay, stop on that Renban. Do this. There's a 4 in one of those cells. So, oh, and we've got a 4 there, so that's not a 4. This is 3, 5 or 6. This is 5, 6, 8 or 9. 1, 3, 7. Oh, how is this not finished? That's a 4, 5, 9 triple on the Renban, so that's an 8. Okay, that's going to help. I really need to do a bit more of that kind of work. 8 there. That's a 4, 6, 9 triple. We've got a 4, 9 pair in the column. Oh, there's a 5, 8 pair looking at that cell, which is therefore a 6. 6 comes off this Renban. It's in one of those cells with 3, so it's a 3, 6 pair. This has to be a 2 now. And I can fill in 6 and 8. 3, 6, 7, 1, 8, 2. This is 4, 5 or 9, which seem to be a combination that go hand in hand. That's a 4, 5, 8, 9 quad, so that's a 2. And this cell, well, is again from 4, 5, 9. A popular combo. One of those two is a 5 in the box. I really hope I'm not missing some tab info. I don't think I am. I think I've dealt with all the tabs. Oh, that can't be 5, so that will deal with blue and orange. And that seems to be getting quite a lot done suddenly. We've got a 5 there. That's a 4, 8 pair. That's a 5, that's 8. That deals with the yellows, 5 and 8 there. This one is now not 5, 8 or 9. It's 6, that's 3. This is huge. 9, 3, 9, 4, 6. Can't see why I can't do that 4, 8 pair, but I'm going to do that 9. Leave myself with a 4, 5 pair. Get rid of 9 from there. Being left with 4 5s a bit, but that's resolved in column 8. And now we're we're going to finish off 4, 9. This is 5 and 8, determined by the orange cell, and that's 8 and 4. There we go. That is postcodes complete. Great fun. Very interesting puzzle by Maggie and Bremster. I didn't find that easy at all, but I found it entertaining, and that is always the point. That's why solving Sudoku is such fun. Thank you for watching with me. Please be around tomorrow. We'll be back with more, and I'll look forward to seeing you then. Bye for now.